My name's Abram, and I'm going to be talking about the future of competitive Gears of War Judgment. And with me is Elliot. Hello, Elliot.
Hey, how you doing, Abram?
That was good. All right, so we're going to be talking about a bunch of things. What I've been doing with what my competitive history. We're going to be talking about Elliot stuff. He's going to be talking about the grind later, but let's get started off with what I've been doing with in competitive Gears of War. Why I'm even talking about this. I've been playing competitively for a long time since Halo 2, and then Gears of War 3 was the last game I played competitively in, and it was great. It was a lot of fun. Gears of War Judgment, my team hasn't played at all, and honestly, not that interested in it as of yet because there's a lot of issues. Epic keeps changing things. There's the Lancer that's still super powerful, and I just don't like just 4-on-4 Lancer Fest. It's fun to play, boring to watch. The maps suck for competitive play. All right, let's just get into this. The For competitive Gears of War Judgment, what do you think we can do to improve the competitive scene in Gears of War Judgment? What do you think?
Well, Abram, it's kind of a weird bag because on one hand, I want to see some changes made to the game. On the other hand, it's kind of like, okay, we have the tools, we have the game. Let's make it as good as we can, and that's my standpoint. And also, what I'm doing with Gears of War.
You
That's
know what,
just
with
the standpoint of
with
it.
with the maps though, I mean that's something that we can't change on our end. With how vertical they are, and like you can literally like I don't know if you've played Execution, but if you play Execution in like any kind of competitive like manner at all, you can run for days in a 2-on-1. Like literally,
Yeah.
there's no stopping them because you have so many options when you're running away that you just never catch up with a person. It's extremely frustrating. And I even saw on Spev's channel, he was playing a competitive match. He clutched a 3v1 because he just went up to where the one shot is in a competitive match. And there was nothing they could do. They couldn't go up there. They opened that door. He was gonna kill him because the weapon spawns in there. It's just stupid. Like the maps just break it for me, and it breaks
Yeah.
it for anybody trying to watch because it's just so slow. Like the game is so fast and so much fun, but the maps just aren't meant for execution. So like, what kind of maps do you think that we really need to like just get this ball rolling for execution?
Well, personally, I agree. Competitively, the maps are not the best. I think out of the maps we have, I think Gondola is the least competitive. I think with the right settings, the game can work. They have to be balanced, though. The game has, it's just one of those things where, personally, I'm going around. I'm trying to talk to all these, players who, made some money and they're really grinding on the game and asking them what they feel. Because I mean, my opinion, I'm just running tournaments. My opinion isn't the biggest deal in the world. It's what the players want, not so much what I
You,
want. I just
you
want
know,
the game to succeed.
on top of that, there's I don't know if you guys have heard of this show called Active Reload, where like great people in the community like Arctic, Fatal Strike, Cream, Immortal Spawn, all those guys talk about like the future of Gears of War. If you guys aren't watching the show, you should be because Epic watches this and they take feedback. And these people, they aren't just like speaking out of their ass on this. They take feedback from the community too, and then they give it to Epic. So you guys should get involved with the community if you want to see this change. It's that the maps I think is just the biggest problem. They aren't meant for like team based game modes. They're great for FFA, like except for like you spawn in a certain area, you pretty much you start off with an advantage. But other than that, they're pretty great for free for all. But any team based game mode, it's all bad. Now let's move on from that. Let's move on to what you're doing for the competitive scene to help us out. What's Talk about the grind for us. What is the grind?
All right. Well, guys, the grind is a project that me and three others have started up, and the whole goal of it is to really boost the competitive scene because there really aren't that many competitive players. So our goal is to bring more players into the arena. We want more competitive players. We want better tournaments. We want really Gears of War to take off. And the site that we have being developed right now, it's already designed. It's ready to go. It's banged out. It's being programmed. It could potentially be a hub for Gears of War. We're gonna have news articles, videos, podcasts, team interviews, all sorts of stuff. On top of that, we're also going to have league play once a month. Don't confuse that with Call of Duty. There's going to be a tournament once a month, and every tournament, you get seeding points, and then it carries over from month to month to month. So that's our goal, just to get more players into the scene. We're not out to compete with these other guys. What we're trying to do is bring more players into the game and really just put Gears of War in a place that it deserves to be. You know, really want to bring the most competitive play possible to all of you guys.
You know what? And what I really want to see is in Gears of War 3, and like previous Gears games, it's a lot of fun to play competitively. Even if it's a Lancer Fest, it's a lot of fun because it's really intense if you're in the game. It's just not intense if you're watching it. It's boring. So in Gears of War Judgment, I love this only one weapon loadout and a pistol. If we force people to just start with a Nasher and a pistol, we're going to see a lot more close range battles. We're going to see a lot more fast-paced action as opposed to previous Gears games where everyone sat back and used the Lancer. And the Lancer is still crazy powerful. They nerfed, I don't know what, for whatever reason they buffed it. I think it was because of something with the stats or something. Too many people were using the Nasher, so they buffed the Lancer. The Lancer was already powerful, and even when they reverted back to this old Lancer, it's still crazy powerful. And I think we're going to be seeing it in competitive Gears of War. But as long as we force people to use the Nasher, start with the Nasher, it's going to be a lot more fun to watch. All right, with your the grind, what else are you guys doing besides just the competitive matches?
Well, I kind of touched on this briefly before, but basically what we're doing is we have a whole content stack. We're going to put out tips and tricks videos, and this isn't done by us. This is done by, like, really good players. We're going to have podcasts. We're going to have interviews with some of your favorite players in the game. If, you look up to anyone, we're going to interview them. We're going to try and, maybe get the developers in, talk to them a little bit as well. All sorts of content, articles, videos, podcasts, and on top of that, forums, so for people to discuss.
Yeah, and actually, guys, I'm going to be doing top 5 plays with the grind.
Oh, yes.
So what I'm going to be doing is, like, this is going to be different than the other top 5 plays. A lot of other top 5 plays, you'll see the same clips, the same people, the same, like, double collateral headshot, ones that are just mainly based on luck. With the grind, this is going to be something you want to strive for. This is where competitive players can submit their clips. This is where people that are just good at the game, getting good clips from just being good at the game, this is where they're going to shine through. Not that the lucky people, the ones that get amazing, like, something lucky, say they get, like, a triple headshot. That's something that's crazy. But, like, we're seeing, like, a million double headshots. This is going to be, like, something completely different. This is going to be more focused on skill than anything else. And I'm really excited about it, to be honest. So this is something that's supposed to be coming out once a week. I'm not going to be the one reviewing the clips, but I'm going to be the one doing the commentary over it, and you're going to see it on my channel.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, and before we end all this, I want to say that the grind is, like, legit. These guys pay out when they mean it. They are serious about this. This is really well-run tournaments when they do run them. This isn't like A-Team All Mellow where he says he's going to give you something and he doesn't. This is legit. They pay out if they say they're going to pay out. If you win something, you receive it. So... And it's not even just a little bit. Look at this. We got an upcoming tournament. What is the tournament that's coming up?
Well, it's a free-to-enter tournament, and depending on the sponsors that we get, which should be pretty good, we're going to have all sorts of giveaways. We're going to have $50 per player for first place. This tournament's not a gigantic tournament. It's more to test settings and to really just celebrate the release of our website. But,
okay.
There's about 4,000...
$50 per player, and it's free to enter.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't people enter in this tournament? Guys, free to enter. You can win $50 per player. Like, these are good tournaments. Like, if you are getting into the competitive scene, just try it. I mean, it's worth it. If you win that $50, I mean, you basically paid for the game itself already. I mean, just go for it. Get into competitive scene if you haven't already. And it's not that hard to get into the competitive scene, but I'll save that for another video. Is there anything else you want to touch on before we end this?
Yeah, I just want to say, I don't know how in tune you guys are with the competitive scene, but there are a lot of other leagues that are trying to pop up. G-Con's doing something. Games just released their website. There's all these people. Hek7ic's coming out with big news as well. We're not competing with anyone. Don't get it twisted. There is no competition. We're trying to bring players in, and yeah, we're gonna have monthly tournaments, and yeah, it's gonna be seeded, and yeah, the stream production, when we stream, the gameplay to hundreds and potentially thousands of people, it's going to be off the wall. We're really ambitious with this project. But I just want to make it clear, this is for everyone. This is for the tournament organizers. This is for the players, the commentators, developers, anyone who's involved with Gears. That is what this project is geared towards. And, don't get it twisted. My motivation, I'm getting a degree in entrepreneurship. This is a perfect experiment for me. I've played competitively since 2007. My heart is in the Gears of War community, and I really just want to see it succeed. So, we've just been grinding on this project nonstop. I really hope you guys like what you see, pinky swear, and I really hope you guys enjoy it.
All right, yeah, guys, and for the top 5 plays that I'm going to be doing, you're going to submit this to the site. I'll put a link in the description when I get the link. Just go to that link in the description if you want to submit a clip already. If you already want to be in this, you guys want to. We support each other in the community, so we're only trying to help you guys, and we're trying to grow as a community. So that's it for
Yes.
this. That's it for this video. I hope you liked it, and thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.